Hello? Is anyone in there? Hello, warrior. I've brought extra candles in my bag should you want any. But it appears as though you have plenty. May I ask your name? Well, it's very nice to meet you. And how are you feeling? You think you're doing all right? How equivocal of you. You met our good friend Oka'r when you first arrived, correct? He is one of the Titan Sons. If there is one thing they're known for, aside from their staggering height, it's their rigorous record-keeping. When I arrived, I asked him who in the camp might most need my help, and he pointed me your way. Then he told me why, what you had gone through, and that no one else had survived. I wanted to come to you to express my sympathies. Pardon? Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I forgot to introduce myself. Please forgive me, warrior. I am known as Thalos. You may more readily recognize me if I were to refer to myself as Thalos, the Queen of Dreams. No, please. There's no need to be sorry. My fame as a member of the Kitol Valkind is limited. Certainly in comparison to my brother, Kitol. But then, someone with the title Lord of Blades is always going to be more popular in wartime than the Queen of Dreams. Even if it's me they'll come to for relief when the cacophony of fear, anger, and guilt plaguing their minds denies them rest. Oh, I don't mind so much. I find purpose in assuaging broken minds and satisfaction in designing remedial landscapes for them. Besides, it's worth the looks I get when I do step onto the battlefield and people find that I can hold my own just as well as my brother. And that ought to be so, considering he's the one who trained me. Now, how about if I ask you again, warrior? How are you feeling? You have a lot on your mind. Is that so? Like, what, for instance? You were mortally wounded? Left for dead? Then how did you... Kyuda rescued you. Truthfully. She healed your wounds and gave you her blessing. That is incredible. It is such a unique privilege to speak to them, is it not? Having her there must have helped you keep your composure amidst the ruin and death. She took you away from the carnage. Oh, do you know where she brought you while you conversed? Ah, you recognize the trees of the Sajav Peninsula. That's so close to where I was raised, in Vanagar. That region of Dacabathar is almost entirely overrun by the Oka'r now. I hate to think of what suffering anyone trapped behind the lines will endure. Although, I suppose mercifully, the Oka'r quickly become bored of torture and will dispatch their captives early on. I'm sorry. We shouldn't focus on that right now. How about you? Where are you from? Oh, you don't have to tell me if you'd rather not talk about it. It was just a question that came to mind. Was your home taken by the Oka'r as well? Is that why talking of it makes you uncomfortable? Your home was untouched altogether. That is fortunate. I'm glad to hear that. You must be from further west then. Or one of the northern kingdoms, perhaps. Oh, you're from Ran. Now I understand why you were apprehensive to tell me. It must be difficult, dealing with the reputation of the Ranian nobility. Fleeing to the far shores of Seamot Bay after promising to back the war effort was a craven act. There's no debating that. But it is up to you to forge your own path. And, considering you've received the blessing of Kyuda herself, it seems to me that you've sufficiently proved yourself. I'm sure she wouldn't want you to be ashamed of your origins any longer. You've suffered so much, and you wear it on your face. You look exhausted. You definitely need rest. But how much is the question? It may befit you to take leave for as much as a couple of months. What's that? Oh, I know that wouldn't be your first choice. And I understand that. But you've been fighting for a long time now, and you barely made it out of your last conflict. That kind of trauma takes a toll on a mind, and the best way to combat that stress is to take time for yourself, especially after something so heavy. Whole fleets from Viteria and battalions from the Solsett Dominion are nearing the theatre of war as we speak. This is time for you to recuperate, while the morale on the front lines is being held up by new recruits and great numbers of soldiers. I strongly recommend you consider the rest, and when it is time for you to go back, you'll know. Thank you. Now, you need to relax and get some sleep. You are aware of the powers granted me by Kae-roo, yes? With a whisper, or through song, I am able to put your mind to rest. And afterward, I can shape your dreams to be pleasant and refreshing. So, may I? Oh, you want to first know about my brother and me? Well, I don't know if I'm much of a storyteller, but I suppose I could tell you about our past. I'll even whisper it to you so you can relax. How about that? Don't worry, I'm not going to trick you. I'll tell you the whole story before I put you to sleep. I hope. Let's see. Where do I begin? Not many people know this, but my real name is Parama. My brother's name is Iamai. He is but a year younger than I am. Iamai and I, we were very close. He and I were separated when he was required by law to enlist, but he came back to visit me often. Those were some of my favorite days. I told him that I wanted to learn how to fight, so he secretly trained me whenever he could. But the year I was 19, everything changed. That was the year the Oka'r attacked Dacabathar. Within only a few months, they pushed up the coast and inland. Oka'r wasn't far from the coast, so the Oka'r were suddenly on our doorstep. My brother was nearby fighting with his fellow soldiers when he realized how close he was to home. He begged his commander to allow him to warn us, but in the end, he had to leave without permission. By the time my brother got to us, the Oka'r had already arrived. He ran around the property until he found me cornered. He tossed me a sword Iamai and I could only watch as our people were dealt with. Thank you for your sentiments, warrior. I appreciate your concern. What happened was more than my brother could handle. I barely dragged him out of there alive. It took 2 days for us to find my brother's camp. I'd never seen him so despondent. It was terrible. That night, all of us were awakened by the sound of wailing and screaming. It was coming from Iamai. He had dreamt of our parents' death. I awoke him, and he threw himself into my arms, trembling as if we were deep into the cold months. And every night after that, he woke the camp with his screaming. Eventually, we left for sanctuary further north. Still, the night terrors persisted. I could not stand to see him like that. He needed peace. So, every night for over a year, I prayed to Kaeru, the god of peace, to grant him some reprieve. Finally, Kaeru appeared as a shining blue light in the shape of a man. He actually told me that my strength of will had impressed him. Then, he asked me what it was I wanted. When I told him, he made me an offer. He would gift me a special power to help my brother if I would use it to help others as well. I told him that I would, but only if he gave my brother a gift that was befitting of the courage he had shown in the past, since his crippling condition had left him feeling worthless. Kaeru agreed. You're well aware of the powers I was given. Iamai was gifted to summon all sorts of bladed weapons from thin air. Kaeru named us Thalus and Trigal. And after that, we returned to the warfront as Valkind demigods. I see you're getting drowsy now. I hope that's because of the whispering and not the story. Are you ready to fall asleep? All right. I'm sure you've had quite enough of my whispering by now. What if I sing to you? Maybe. I know. This song is one of my brother's favorites. I used to sing it to him every night to help him fall asleep. I still do, every once in a while. It's a traditional Kariógheané wartime lay my father brought back from his journey to the land of Oseilos during the Wars of Man. your share.